Hello, one and all. This is Luckless Lovelocks. Welcome back to Orwell. Ignorance is strength. I've gone over a lot of the information, and I still haven't come to a concrete conclusion, so I'm just going to talk a bit about some of the notes I took while I was going through the info. On February 21st, 2006, I've kind of put this into a timeline. Bakai said he volunteered for the army to protect Prava from the FTP. And then on the same day, Vart believed that the FTP was fighting for the right cause, but maybe using the wrong methods. In 2008, a terrorist incident happened because the nation's troops left Parges, according to... It kind of felt like nation propaganda. And then in 2009, the party, which is the ruling party in the nation, was elected and sent troops back to Parges in 2011 as part of a peacekeeping operation. On 29th of November 2010, the school requested, that's the school that Vart was principal at, requested the protection of the Bartesian army from the FTP. Kind of strange that he would request that the army would help him out, and then now blames them for the attack. Or really, he says, lost his ability to walk due to being buried under concrete blocks as a consequence of a military bombing of his school in Prava. Doesn't say which military did it. So that's something to be considered. He might not be talking about the Pargesian military. He might be talking about the nation's military. And that's going to come up later on as I keep outlining the timeline here. But it is interesting that he would request a protection from the FTP. So that kind of, I don't know. That kind of leads me to believe that the Bartesian army didn't do it. December 6, 2010, Vart's injury occurred during a missile attack on the school. This is just not too long after he requested help. December 7th, 2010, TNB reports that the FTP was responsible for the missile attack and reported that Vart was buried for 24 hours. In 2010, we learned that Bakai was injured in combat and absent from service. Probably because of this incident. In February 6, 2011, Vart came to the nation as a refugee. On January 12, 2011, TNB reported that the refugee camps were a place of hope, where all refugees were treated with respect, as stated by Secretary of State Arthur Stevenson. It shows, this kind of demonstrates that the TNB can be manipulated if we believe Vart's account of that the refugee camps were like a really hostile place towards the refugees. And this seems to be corroborated by his wife, Karen, who is still taking care of refugees. So why would she marry this man if she didn't believe, if he wasn't, fighting for the cause of the refugees? So I tend to believe Vart's account of this over the TNB's. Vart believes Bakai is responsible for the attack on the school, which is really interesting. It just seems so weird that he would think that. He said that he knew Bakai was one of the people in charge during the attacks. He said that his daughter didn't attend that day, but according to the records, she did. So this demonstrates that Vart may be lying about who is responsible for the incident if the school records are correct. So we've got a couple of examples that neither side is lying, and really this is at the crux of this choice. It's who's telling the truth. Is it Raban Vart telling the truth, or is it the TNB that's telling the truth? There's also, I read some hints that possibly Bakai's daughter has become reclusive. This is from the conversation between Vart and his wife Karen. Vart thinks soldiers from the nation invaded and ravaged Parges as well. I read that. And then finally, and this goes back to the whole idea that Bakai was injured in combat and absent from service, officially, according to the Parges army. Operation Flying Dog, that government document that was reported by the WikiLeaks site, reports that Bakai was arrested by the nation after events during the Civil War. Is it possible that that was the missile attack on the school? Is that when the arresting happened? What I'm going to do is I'm going to report some stuff and see if we can dig up some more information. But if I was to decide right now, I would probably choose this choice, Raban Vart's choice, because I don't really trust Orwell. I mean, I don't really trust the nation. Look at what they've put together. They're spying on their own people. It's hard for me to trust the TNB. They seem to be just a government puppet. There seems to be something else going on here. So if I had to make the choice right now, I'd pick this. But I want to report some more information and see if we can get some more connections. So where are we going to start? Is there anything at the faculty? No. Not that. Yes. I have reason to believe he is involved in this horrid attack on my school in 22. I would report that, but we have to keep this in mind. Find a motive for Reb Anvart's threat against Oleg Bakai. That's certainly a motive. So that might take us beyond where we want to be right now. So I don't want to report that one yet. Nothing here. Oh, the calls. This is what I wanted to report. I want to report this. National soldiers responsible for invading and ravaging countries, if it weren't for them driving refugees out in the first place. So let's report this information. I'm trying to dig up some documents, so just something new. Invasion. Our efforts in Parges were justified operations to restore and keep the peace. And we succeeded, if I might add that. This is the part I'm talking about. Ravan, I'm worried, that's all. She's more reclusive now than ever. Something isn't right. One more reason to avoid her. I think they might be talking about Bakai's daughter there, but I'm not 100% sure. And then this conversation between Ilya and Ravan. It's weird that we have pictures of Ilya, but we can't upload them. Co-writer. I'm thinking we might be able to get some more writing from Ilya. No, nothing new. The other thing that is I took a look at this location again, and I wonder if this could be where the school was, because it's in Prava, right? And we have a picture on Raban's desktop of what looks like Oleg Bakai. Where is that? Right here. This looks like a library, right, of the school, which also could be a bomb shelter. And he's hiding out there. It's from today. It's from this morning. So, right. Is there anything else that I wanted to report that could help us before I make the choice? I could also just upload this piece of information, and that would be completing probably that that objective. I don't think I want to do that yet, though. I want to make the choice. We're just missing a detail about that attack. We need to know who did it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna report this. A military bombardment that wounded me severely. The other thing is, it's a missile attack. Does the FTP have that kind of armaments? I'm gonna report it. Oh man. A military bombardment. The Pargesian army? This indicates that Bakai might indeed be involved in the attack. I've seen enough. I believe we have sufficiently proven Bakai to be involved in the attack on Vart's school. This has got to be Reb Anvart's motive behind his actions. He's out for revenge. I don't know. There's something else going on. The fact that Bakai has kept his role in this from us this whole time is not doing him any favor. There will be consequences. The only other thing I can think of doing is uploading something to here, but I don't. Documents you think are relevant and the public needs to know about, please upload them here. The only other thing that we really have to report that just continues to hammer home the idea that this is a revenge. But there's got to be something else. I'm so, I don't know, this Blabber account. I guess I have to report this. This is the only thing left to do. If he really believes that, this would be a strong motive. Good. We can't work solely on what Rabban Vart believes, though. We need to clarify whether there are any more hints of Bakai being involved in this. You've gathered all we need. I'll get an intervention team ready from a local base near Prava to go and look for Bakai. Oh man. They're on their way. Now let me try and make sense of everything we've gathered. I need to decide how we should approach this. Rabban Vart was a school principal back in Prava, Parges. He was also the teacher of Oleg Bakai's daughter, who went to fight in the Pargesian army. This is on the surface, this seems to be the case. The school was bombarded by military fire. Vart managed to save the students by leading them to the shelter he built, but he lost his ability to walk. Based on the info we've collected, it's possible Bakai was involved in the attack somehow. It's also possible that Vart learned about it and plotted revenge. If we had been aware of his involvement in this act of aggression towards the school, we would never have recruited him. Now Bakai is hiding out somewhere in Prava, for whatever reason. This is it. The theory about the situation we're facing. We'll make sure to deal with it accordingly. The intervention team is in place. I'm switching over to command, and I'll let you listen in via the listener tool. Oh god.
Echo 1 reporting. Come in, Command.
Command is reading you.
We have arrived at the designated location.
What is it like?
Sorry, Command. I don't quite follow.
The location? Tell me what you see.
Looks like ruins of a school that has been hit by a large explosive. Possibly an airstrike. Maybe artillery fire.
Can you traverse the ruins?
Affirmative. But the damage is catastrophic. Are you sure the target is around?
Absolutely. Move in and keep me posted at all times. Describe to me everything you see.
Understood. Echo Squad, move in. Entering primary hallway now. The hallway has been severely damaged. You can see the sky right through multiple stories. Some parts are completely caved in. Proceed with caution, Echo Squad. The damage definitely originated some time ago. There's vegetation spreading all over the place. There are some adjacent rooms that seem rather intact. Echo 2, Echo 4, clear them. Rooms are clear. Lots of bags lying around. There were still some geometrical drawings on the chalkboard. The place was clearly left in a hurry. Moving into the next corridor. There's... Oh, shit!
Oh my god.
What is it?
Part of the ceiling gave way. Nearly hit one of our operatives. Status, Echo Squad. Dust off.
This is intense.
Ugh. Can you proceed?
Affirmative.
Do it.
Roger. Moving on now.
Status?
Silence.
All clear.
Deafening. Okay.
No traces of the target. Some doors are blocked by debris, but there's zero chance they have been opened recently.
Listen, I need you to find the target person. He is around.
There's a basement stairwell that we haven't checked yet.
Yeah.
Moving there now.
Bomb shelter.
Watch your corners, Echo Squad.
I didn't see like a weapon or anything.
Not much left here either. The projectile went right through half the building like a hot knife through butter. Hate to say it, but we may be out of luck. Wait, found something. There's a hatch leading further down. Looks used recently.
Finally, proceed.
Affirmative. This is the school's library, still intact. Someone put a lot of effort into turning this into some sort of autonomous bomb shelter. And they succeeded. Even the power is still on. From what I can tell, this thing even has working surveillance cams on the walls.
Huh. Peculiar. Maybe Bakay is able to use them. Proceed with caution.
Definitely wouldn't want to. Movement!
Here we go.
Get down! Get down! Echo Squad, contain the target!
It's the target. It has to be.
Oleg Bakay, we know you're here. There is no way out of this shelter. Throw your weapons into the middle of the room and come out from your position with your hands on your head. Visual on target. Identity confirmed. It is Oleg Bakay. Your order.
Bakay has been proven to be a traitor to the office. He is a liability as long as he is alive. Terminate him.
What? Are you serious?
Report in.
Target down.
They killed him?
Oleg Bakay is dead.
They killed him.
Very well. Mission accomplished. Make sure the area is secure, then disengage.
Holy shit.
Understood. Echo Squad, move out.
I fucked up. We fucked up. Holy shit. I'm sorry if I shocked you there. Bakay endangered our efforts and our other agents by extension. Even you. We cannot tolerate that. I was hoping they would just capture him and question him. This is fucked up. I would have warned you beforehand, but I feared you would have second thoughts. We must not be hindered by emotions. You will learn what it means to be a part of the office. Take this as your first lesson. With time, you will... Oh, he's got a camera in there. He's got a camera in there. He's got access. Oh, what the? This bastard. The people's voice. Rabin Vart is streaming right now. You need to see this. That's right. He's got a camera. The government of the nation is lying to you. I hereby preset you. Actual proof of this. Oh, present you. Sorry, actual proof. National government has been lying to everyone all along.
My dear followers, yes, this is exactly what you think it is. I found Oleg Bakay. What you see before you is an image obtained from a surveillance camera feed from the ruins of my old school, showing him among soldiers of the nation. These highly trained professionals cowardly shot him, a soldier in service of the Pagesian army, while he was hiding away from them. Now, as shocking as that image may be to you, the heinous nature of the national government is laid bare before you. Through their propaganda machine called the National Beholder, they dared to make their false allegations against me and the people's voice as a whole. They claimed I'd be responsible for Bakay's disappearance, when it was them all along. But why would they murder a fellow soldier when President Kassat and Prime Minister Blaine are such close friends, you might ask? Oleg Bakay was the person responsible for the attack on Prava Secondary, the school I have been principal of a long time ago. And they knew it. They knew the moment he'd turn up dead, everyone would blame me. They took a life, only to shut me up once and for all. But the people's voice cannot be silenced. So what is there to do for you, my dear followers, against the oppressive force of the national government and the Kassat regime? Do not listen to their corrupt and manipulative media outlets. Do not fail to remind Kassat what has transpired here today. Do not let them sweep this under the carpet, to pass the buck, to influence you with such outrageously false information, to take a life to manipulate your thoughts. Or you may be next. Stand up for your rights and resist Kassat. Resist Blaine. Let's retake our country from President Puppet.
Jeez. So we reported, like, we basically agreed with Vart, and we played right into his hand. He wanted us to go in and kill Bakay. How the hell did that happen? Where did he get those Oh no. No, the surveillance cameras. God damn it! This will have severe repercussions, I fear. We'll have some more containment to do. Even though we're facing a lot of trouble, you've done well, for now. You may complete your work for today. Click on the door icon in the upper right corner of your screen. I'll be seeing you tomorrow. I'm a bit upset, and this is why. We saw, like, I put it together that... There's oh man. I just feel like we got played so hard. I got played so hard. I thought it would be okay if he got captured. I didn't know they were just gonna kill him. Was there any way to avoid it, I wonder? I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. If I had reported that it was the TNB that did it, they probably wouldn't have thought he was a traitor. Oh man, this nuts. I think that's it for this episode. Are you sure you want to finish your work for today? All unprocessed data chunks will expire. Yes. Based on the data you submitted, we have learned the following. Global. The missing agent, our agent Oleg Bakay, we learned that that's how it's pronounced. Sorry, I was mispronouncing it. Has gone missing. The online newspaper The National Beholder has received a recording of a telephone call between him and Raben Vat right before his vanishing. The office decided to intervene and look for Oleg Bakay with the aid of Orwell. I mean, it wasn't our choice to have him killed, so that's the other thing. It's like, if he had been brought in and questioned, we could have found out the real truth, right? Intervention. After having located Oleg Bakay, we sent an intervention team to retrieve him. He was located in the ruins of the Prava Secondary School. Raben Vart released a photo of our intervention team's actions taken through surveillance cameras on the People's Voice and blamed the nation of eliminating a Pargesian officer. I also learned that that's how it's pronounced, not Pargesian, Pargesian. None of this stuff was voiced in the first one, so I've got the wrong pronunciation for some things. Raben Vart. He was the last person Oleg Bakay spoke to before vanishing. He's the editor-in-chief of a news site called The People's Voice. He is responsible for current protests against the Pargesian president Damien Kassart in their capital, Trifoliv. We froze his income source, the donations. He seemed unhappy with Oleg Bakay's disappearance. He knew exactly where he was. He immigrated to the nation together with Ilya Vart, his brother, some time ago. By hurrying them to the school's shelter, he saved his students from an attack. Through a viral article telling his story, he became revered by many followers. His school got attacked by the military, leaving him unable to walk. I think that might be where we screwed up. He blames Oleg Bakay for the attack on the school he was principal of. I don't think... Was there... the question is there another motive we could have picked for that as well? I couldn't find a motive for why he would make that threat. Unless we could discover that he was setting us up somehow. Oleg Bakay. He's an officer in the Pargesian army. At the same time, he is also an agent to the Office of the Nation. We tracked him down to a hideout in Prava, his hometown in Pargiz. That's probably Pargiz then. It's Pargesian. His role as agent was leaked publicly before his vanishing. Oh, that was leaked, okay. We evaluated him to be probably disloyal to our cause. I'm not sure that was incorrect, but that could have gotten him killed. I mean, that definitely got him killed. He was most likely involved in the attack on Ravenvart's school. Still not convinced of that. He was killed by the intervention team on our order. Damn. Episode 2. So that's the date that I'm going to be resuming this game, guys. March 8th, 2018. That first episode was called Thesis. Next one is Antithesis. I'm so looking forward to that. I love this game. I love trying to piece stuff together. And, you know, sometimes you got all kinds of conflicting information. It's hard to decide who to trust. And I think this makes it clear that we can't trust Vart. But we also can't trust the Nation and the Office either, because they didn't even tell us they were just gonna murder him. Who can we trust? Thank you so much for watching. This is Luckless Lovelocks signing off for now on Orwell. Ignorance is strength. I'll see you on the next one, and I love you all.